Welcome back to the channel, ladies and gentlemen. Now this is one of the strangest specimens of opal I've seen come out of Coober Pedy. Now I know it came out of Coober Pedy because this was mined by the Outback Opal Hunters team, the Blacklighters, and they were auctioning this off on their Facebook group just for absolutely nothing, just as specimen pieces, because it looks like they've rubbed it back and they've realized exactly what everyone else can see. It is weird stuff. And I actually don't know, some of my geology buddies in the YouTube chat will be able to shed some more light on this, but I've got some weird theories. I actually think there's a bit of quartz in this. So we'll zoom right in, and I've also got a little magnifier here, which we can use to get a bit of a zoom in. There's a lot of like crystalline kind of quartzy like appearance and material on this. And there's just, it's got a lot of issues. You can see that the face is riddled with cracks, and it's got this kind of rusty inclusion, but also a fair bit of sand here and there. It does have color bars, so if you look at it from the side here, and I can get the angles right, you can see there's a smattering of green. There's a red color bar. I don't know if any of it will come out all that well, but you can see that, look at that. There is some sinister looking red in this opal. And it's huge. So this is 365 carats, and it was sent over by Kev Bruce. He's quite active in the Blacklighters auctions, and he managed to snag one piece. I was looking at snagging a couple smaller pieces, but people were surprisingly interested in it and scooped it all up. You can see here, it might even clear up in some areas. We're hoping that it clears up in some. There's another person that bought a chunk, and he's sent Kev a few pictures of what he's managed. And his little piece actually cleaned up, and he ended up with a half decent, nice green opal out of it. I've seen the video. It's quite mental that it cleaned up that well, and it didn't look too dissimilar to this one. This one's just huge at 365 carats, and we've got this nice red bar coming in through this side and a nice green bar coming in through here. But this is it dry, just so that you can see all the inclusions, all the cracks, and that weird look that I swear looks like quartz. So I may actually have to take a little chip out of this one and take it into the lab and just work out whether I am right, whether there is a bit of quartz in this, or whether it is just purely opal. Because typically the opal, the precious opal, will just be in a host material of common opal just being potch, colorless opal. It's still basically structurally the same, just not organized in a way that has this nice vibrant color. But this one, it really doesn't feel quite right to me. So I definitely want to check that out. And if I didn't know this came out of Coober Pedy, I would be thinking that this is Andamuka or possibly Mintaby. I've seen kind of similar there. But yeah, this is very weird. So we're going to dunk it in some water, and you'll have a bit of a better look at some of the color. All right, here we are underwater, and you can see there's this nice foil green bar and also that red bar behind. It's actually red and blue, which is really cool. And here, when it's wet, it kind of looks a lot more Coober Pedy-like. We've just got to be able to get this opal to really show up. And Kev sent this to me basically just saying, scrub it up in a few spots and see if we can find anything. He's more of a cutter rather than a carver. So he's happy if I can just highlight some nice areas for him to chop some stones out of, then he'll slice and dice and cut them into some nice stones if we can get there. But it's almost matrix opal from Coober Pedy. It's very matrixy, but the matrix is so weird, just very quartz-like. And you can see that the coloring is pretty vivid, pretty vibrant. That's what it'll look like if I can get it cleaned up and polished. The water's kind of magnifying it a bit on top of that as well, but you can see here, if we can clean this up and get that red underneath or this green on top, we could be really off to the races on one of these stones. And just like the other one that I've seen, when that one cleared up, it's looking really nice. So there could still be some hope in this. And the Blacklighters were just selling it as specimen pieces anyway, so they were basically just throwing it out as something interesting. And I don't know, I might send them a message and see if I can pick some up myself, because this one will get sent back to Kev after I've finished working on it. And I think the basic strategy is just going to be to test a whole heap of areas and just see where it clears up, see where it doesn't. We won't get rid of too much of the stone. I don't want to do any serious shaping on this. At 365 carats, this could take weeks on the Dremel. So we're just going to clear up areas like this, see if we can get the green to come through, And then on the other side, we will do a bit of dwelling inside here and just see if we can get through some of this and reveal that red. But yeah, it's a very sick looking opal. They were giving it the loving name of monkeypox, which is great. At the moment, I'm battling a bout of food poisoning from the other day, so I haven't been to work for the last 2 days, and I'm still not feeling great, which is why I thought it's the perfect time to have a look at this stone that Kev sent through, because who knows, I might be feeling amazing if we can get some of these patches cleared up. So yeah, I'll have to set aside some time on the weekend and have a bit of a play. And I'm sure you guys will see it, whether it's interesting or not, because the stone itself is quite interesting, at least to me. I haven't seen this kind of material come out of Coober Pedy at all. And yeah, I'm really wanting to investigate exactly what it is, because it's even got some weird effects all through here. You can see as I'm moving it. Who knows, we might have found a little bit of Coober Pedy matrix. Stay tuned and we'll see if this develops into anything gemmy.